Computerized Start is brought to you by my awesome patrons on Patreon, and by your tips and memberships on Ko-fi. These and other channel supporters make my live streams possible. You too can become a channel supporter with tiers starting at just $1. And as always, thank you for all your support, including sharing, chatting, liking, and subscribing. Now roll that famous logo animation! Can I have a do-over? Yes, I was on mute because hot mic during the music ruins the mood. It's on mute. Okay. Yes, I know I'm muted. I am completely flustered. I have lost important things. It's either completely lost or it's on the floor at work because I stuck it in my pocket. But I'm not Mike Rowe, and this is not actually Dirty Jobs. I just play it one day a year on the stream. And I had this whole intro spiel, and now the mood's gone. Well, I guess Mike Rowe gets flustered at the dirty jobs he does, so... yes, Jack68K says, we'll help you unflustered. Actually, I'm not Mike Rowe tonight. It's not even Monday. Well, Monday's when I copied the footage off the SD card because I wanted to copy it off before tonight's stream. And by the time I got it copied off, I was running late for work. And then I set the SD card somewhere. I thought it was on my desk upstairs, but it's not there. It wasn't in my pocket, the pocket of the pants that I wore to work on Monday. It's not sitting on my workbench here, thinking that maybe I did actually bring it downstairs. It wasn't sitting on the pile of stuff that I had to bring downstairs. I've outsmarted myself. Much like, I guess, Mike Rowe gets outsmarted doing dirty jobs. Anyways, who do we have in the chat? Well, let's see here. We've got 30 minutes of chat to catch up on. We have Kibbs with Retro. Hi, Kibbs. Frank S. Hi, Frank. Hi, Jack68K. Hi, Scarlet, the Four-Eyed Cuda. Let's see here. Hi, Gut Bomb. Yes, no, I was late. Then I changed the stream time, and then I was still late. Hi, Sloopy. Let's see here. Hi, Thomas Armstrong. And, myself's in the chat. Yes, this camcorder has an awful design. If there's no SD card in it, it goes to store demo mode and doesn't output anything on HDMI. That is a really awful design. Unfortunately, it would have taken longer to have swapped out for a different camera altogether, so I had to find an SD card. I found one that is speed compatible, not as large as I want, but at least it's enough for tonight if I do need to record anything. Let's see here. No, wasn't waiting for you, Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy. Yeah, really awful camcorder design. Hi, K-Mac Vintage. And... let's see here. Oh, hi, Robert McKay. Welcome. And yeah, often. Yeah. glue the SD card into your camcorder. No, the problem is I took it out to download the footage because I wanted to start editing my Cheap PC Challenge video. And then, well, yeah. And I've put it somewhere creative. Oh, hi, Bianca. All right, so why in the world am I even dressed up as Mike Rowe? Well, I had this whole spiel about, hi, I'm not Mike Rowe, and this is not actually Dirty Jobs to hopefully satisfy the YouTube people. I scour the eBay looking for dirty jobs that the other men and women of America don't want to touch, or I was going to make it some spoof of Mike Rowe's opening intro. Get ready to get dirty. So, yes. So, what computers have I bought on eBay? Will I regret them? Oh, hey, Will Jr. 880. Are they as dirty as I'm implying? Well, yeah. They are really bad. In fact, I probably should put gloves on before I go get it. Actually, wait a minute. I thought I had a more Mike Rowe-esque pair of gloves sitting down here. Well, I don't know where they are. You know, that would be very ironic if I figure out that I set the SD card on top of the pair of gloves that I then probably moved for some silly reason. Oh, yeah, I got a haircut before I went to the beach. So, oh, hey, K-Mac, thank you. Now I might be able to get a new SD card. Luckily, it wasn't expensive, so if I did... Actually, for the record, I had a backup SD card. And I forgot that it was in my pants, and it went through the wash, and now it has a W on it to indicate that it went through the wash. And I didn't want to trust it with anything important now. Hey, at least it's clean now. If it was money, I could say it was laundered. Ha ha ha. And yeah, I put my hair through my hard hat really badly. Also, I will... Yeah, Mike. I was going to make a joke about I'm Mike Road, like R-O with the slash through it, D-E, but I didn't think the microphone company would appreciate that at all. All right, let's see what the first dirty job is, which I have to go get because... All right, we're going to go for the slightly less bad one. All right, so I have taken the top off of it to make it slightly easier to deal with. So this is an Emerson 8800 EC, which has been tampered with. Let's see if anyone notices what has been done to this poor computer. And I do not believe that it is all original. It's 62 degrees Fahrenheit in the basement. I will probably still roast. I did make sure to put short sleeves on. Mitigating circumstances. All right. Also, anyways, let's see if anyone notices the slightly suspicious thing in here. 41 degrees down where you are, Jeremy? Wow. Is it fixed yet? No. No, and in fact, when someone notices what's been done to this poor computer, they'll know why I am not powering this thing up. Or then again, maybe I should just power it up and see what happens. I'm sure someone's going to notice the the slight warp in something. And no, that is not my camera lens playing tricks. Thomas Armstrong. It's a warm 1 degree Celsius there. Wow. All right, let's maybe zoom in a little bit, and that is still not my camera lens playing tricks. I don't have any guesses as to what that is. I'm surprised. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I should make it a bit more obvious what it is. Oh, and no, that's still not the camera playing tricks on it. That, yeah, Kim says that card. Does anyone recognize what that card is? Yeah, curvy. Jeremy says curvy. Yeah, it's curvy, just like the horizon at the beach. Actually, that card has been in this case for so long, I think it has a permanent warp in it. Yes, this poor card, as Kim says. I might have added an extra poor. I'm surprised someone has, yeah, Jeremy says an MDA card, but I was kind of looking for a different 3-letter acronym. I'm pretty sure this is the, actually it is a CGA card. But I was looking for someone to say that looks like the IBM CGA card. Complete with the 3-pin tantalum capacitors all over. I'm pretty sure this is an IBM card. In fact, right there's the ROM, and it says copyright IBM. Yeah, someone jammed in an IBM CGA card into this computer, and it's been in there so long, this card has probably a permanent warp at this point. I actually would like to see if this card works, but I probably won't leave this card in there because it's not original. Yeah, it even has the composite output too. The reason why I think it has been in there a while is because it is slightly rusty, as is the back of the case. So I'll give you a walkthrough here of the computer because there's like no documentation on this computer. So there is a little bit of rust, mainly on the case screws. The floppy drive, I might have removed the screw that was holding it in. But anyways, the floppy drive has a mystery disk in it. So I will probably need to at least make sure there's not a label stuck in the drive at this point. There is no telling what's on this disk, except I believe there is a mystery substance on it, which is probably mold. Interestingly enough, there's only seemingly one spot of it, so actually maybe that's where the drive head was sitting all these years. Yeah. I'll do a continuity check first. So this computer is not in too bad of a shape, although I don't know about the power supply. I didn't open the power supply up. I did start to remove screws because there were parts rattling around in it. The bezel has a broken piece, but I'll be able to glue it back on. Now, this is the EC8800, not to be confused with the EC8000. But I actually do have a spare motherboard for this computer because I bought the 8800 and then I bought what was, I thought, listed as a spare 8800 motherboard, but it turns out it was the 8800 motherboard that I by process of elimination, even though I couldn't find any information on the 8800, I figured it out that it must be the 8800 EC motherboard. But anyways, this computer is, unfortunately, All right, let's try that. That didn't help any. That didn't help any. So, there we go. This computer is just a little bit dusty, as you can see. So, it will need to be cleaned out. There is a lot of dust in the power supply. Yeah, it's overall dusty, but otherwise, it seems to be in good shape. So, I think we'll continuity test it, and then maybe I'll plug it in, and we'll just see what happens. And then I'll probably give it a somewhat of a clean. Oh, that's neat. The AT power supply connector doesn't have these two voltages going to it. I do know, though, this is a standard AT power supply. Because I have powered up my 8800 DC motherboard, and it powered up. Oh, hold please. I just realized I didn't get all the loose parts out of this, so I just found a mystery screw. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to probably want to make sure I got all the loose bits. Okay, I think I did. Alright, so let's, okay. So I will go on to continuity mode. And alright, I'm expecting that it will probably do some short beeps, because I'm actually continuity testing everything together. Alright, so we got 54.9 ohms. That's probably fun. 54.7. 54.5. Okay. And let's see, that's 96 ohms. Okay, that's fine. And then the next four are common, and then nothing, and that's 49.1 ohms. Okay. Don't see any shorts there. Now, if I really wanted to have a good, potentially a good show, I would just full send this thing and plug it in and turn it on, and would probably have a lovely fireworks show. And I kind of have to think that Mike Rowe might just do a full send on something and then get corrected by the people that work wherever he is doing what he's doing. I don't feel like smelling capacitor smoke for the next week. So I'm going to continuity check first. Now, this, of course, assumes that I get the pins right. There's always the chance that I will do the continuity test wrong. Alright. For a little bit of extra excitement, I will use the Wikipedia page pinout. How's that for trusting that someone didn't screw it up on Wikipedia? Because yes, I know Wikipedia is not an authoritative source. Alright, so that should be 5 volts. And, alright, we don't have a short there. That should be negative 5 volts, and we don't have a short there. And then that should be 12 volts. We don't have a short there. So ground. That's reset drive, plus 5 volts. IRQ2, minus 5 volts. Oh, DRQ2. Oh, that's negative 12 volts. Okay. Ah, that's no wait state. That's 12 volts. I was expecting there to be... Oh, okay. Okay. Doesn't seem as if there's a short. Alright, so this should be ground. Okay. And then there should be another 5-volt pin here. Oh, well, maybe this card's not shorted. Alright, well, maybe I can full send this. Alright, well, we'll see how well this works. There's the CGA card. Here's power to the power supply. And somewhere I should have the... Wait a minute. Is that the... Oh. There we go. RGB to HDMI. And I'm sure I'm going to get the wrong output. And here we go. Most of the tantalums are on 12 volts. Well, shorts like to show when you have power on them. Well, tell you what. Here's what I'm going to attempt to do at least. Alright, so there's that. So if there's a reefa cap in the power supply, then, well, it'll go poof. And let's see here. I think we'll go with ambient light. Let me go to wide angle a little more. I'm trying to put this so that I can hit record on the camcorder and catch any smoke from anything. Alright. Was that a short joke? Yeah. Alright, well, let's see here. Well, let's see here. I think, Mike Rowe's always saying safety third, so put the safety glasses on. And all right. Oh, let me hit record here. Oh, and you know, maybe I should just go ahead and start recording the stream too. That's how flustered I was. Okay. And 3, 2, 1. Oh, well, that was anticlimactic. Oh, it helps when you flip the power switch on. All right. 3, 2, 1. Well, I don't think it's, oh, it is doing something, maybe. Except that I think I got the wrong output on. Oh, there we go. Ugh. Okay, that floppy drive doesn't sound good. Okay, yes, I do know that there is just a, like, slight little itty-bitty problem with the capture there. Alright. Hold, please. And now I know there's a great big giant problem with the capture. Hold, please. This, I guess this, it's OBS. It likes to, monkey with things. There we go. That should actually be readable now. Here we go. It's, smells funny. No, I'm, oh, hi, Sorcerer Stan. I'm supposed to be not Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs. Because these computers are, like, really, really dirty. This one's not as bad. Okay, so this one had a diskette drive zero seek failure, disk bad. Well, I didn't have a disk in, and a error. Press F1 key to continue. Oh, keyboard error. I guess let me grab a keyboard and we'll try again. All right. XT keyboard. And okay, that was the floppy drive. That floppy drive sounded like a bit like a donkey with a sore throat. Well, actually, that time it. The power supply's blowing dust out. Alright, well, let's do this, and then, there. Because I don't know, this, power supply is blowing dust out, it seems like. So, there we go. I'll make use of the, mask I'm wearing. Okay, so I unplugged the floppy drive. Let's see what it does now. And, yeah. Oh, Jack. Oh, thanks, Jack68K. There we go. Yes, and now just like Mike Rowe when he's on those really dirty jobs, you won't be able to hear me. Hey, but at least it's not making that awful noise. Oh. Actually, I think that noise was the fan. Oh, let's see here. I think it's Control Alt. Yeah, Control Alt. Escape. Oh. I don't remember how to get into the BIOS on this computer. I have a 5 1/4 inch drive handy that's probably good. Let's see here. I don't know. Alright, let me plug the floppy drive back in. Because I'm thinking that noise might have actually been the fan in the power supply. The fan in the power supply, which is probably going to need to be cleaned. Like, really well. Alright. Yeah, this floppy drive's not happy. Oh, well, I wouldn't be happy either if I had, spiders. Mind you, they're dead spiders, but I wouldn't be happy either if I had that many spiders in it. Yeah, that noise means it's working. Well, at least it doesn't have a belt. I suspect the stepper motor lubricant is... Oh, that's weird. Huh, it actually moves. Alright, well, let me try turning it on with it out so I can see what it's doing. Oh. Oh, it needs lubricated. Okay. Well. I can spin it, but apparently it needs more attention than that. It's a really needy floppy drive. And it, oh yeah, oh yeah. Ugh. Alright, so let me let that dry and then I'll, apply some new lubricant, and hopefully that will allow it to move more freely. While that dries, let me see if I can get the... Let me clean the heads. Also, if anyone's wondering, this motherboard has a CR2032 battery, so I'm going to go ahead and replace it because it is most certainly dead. All right, so this is a... Oh, this is actually a high-density drive. Very good. Okay, drive heads have been cleaned somewhat. All right. I think to lubricate it, I'm going to use some of this machine oil. And let's see here. Let me wipe up the excess. All right, let's see what that does now. Still not happy. Why should I be surprised? Probably the stepper motor itself. Oh, hey, Jesse. All right, I think the stepper motor on this drive is done for. Hmm. Well, not that I expect that I'll do anything. It could be. I don't know where it is. The only problem is the heads are definitely not at track 0, so it's not banging against track 0. It's not moving. Either switch or LED. Oh, there we go. I think I got it. Hmm. Oh. Oh, hey, Eric. Hmm. Hmm. That disc that was in it has something on it. IBM Personal Computer DOS version 3.3. Yeah, the drive's working. I forgot to lubricate the other rail. Norton Integrator. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, this drive works. Although I'll probably have to clean the heads. I think something's wrong with the disk. Huh. That's cool. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what that program is. Oh, it's a low-level hard disk formatter. I bet this computer had a... Oh! I bet there used to be a hard drive in this computer. Although I wouldn't tell it from the autoexec.bat file. Hmm. Yeah, the computer works. Oh, I think I just realized. I don't think this... Wait a minute. Why is there a CMOS battery? Why is there... This must have a clock on it. Oh, interesting. You called 3 times... Mode 3 times to invoke mode. Yeah. Don't know why they did that. So... It's dirty, but... How dirty is it? That's the question. I think it's time to pull this power supply out and see how bad it is inside of it. Alright. So yeah, don't forget to smash that like button. If you don't smash the like button, you'll have to go clean out a fishing vessel, something or other. Smash that like button, or you'll have to do the your least favorite micro dirty job. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, because I'm sure there'll be more fun with some of these computers. Although so far this one is, I think all it needs is the screws to be... For me to put the screws into something to remove the rust. Although, I haven't seen what's in the power supply yet. But yeah, I was actually surprised that disc that was in it. Well, I figured it probably was a boot disc, so I figured, well, what's the worst that can happen? Other than I'll probably have to clean the drive heads, because the condition of that disc is suspect, but... Alright, I believe this power supply is held in with 6 screws. 4 on the back. And two here. And then we've got 1 power connector. And I do know that the 2 empty leads are on the backside. And all I gotta do is, there we go. Alright. Oh, there we go. So if that tells you how dirty this computer is over here, notice how less dusty it is here compared to here. Yeah. Yeah, this'll get a I'll dust it out at least. Alright, so now we got the power supply out, and I believe to get the cover off, which you should only do if you're an authorized personnel. Oh, wait a minute. This doesn't have an authorized personnel warning on it. This was made in 1989. Must have been before they had authorized personnel. Actually, I'm surprised it doesn't have a warning label on it. Warning, no user serviceable parts inside. Anyways, you shouldn't be just opening power supplies willy-nilly because there's high voltages inside. I don't know that I've had anyone come over to my house for trick-or-treating tonight, although my doorbell's broken, so I tried to fix it before I went to the beach. I was unsuccessful at fixing it before I went to the beach. I ordered the parts I needed yesterday. I was waiting for them to run a sale. And they sent me an email yesterday morning with a discount coupon for the... I have to replace the video doorbell with a new video doorbell. Because it's I think the Wi-Fi chip in it is broken. It's just like something, it's borked. Future live stream, I'll probably tear it open and figure out why it stopped working. They sent me a coupon for $95 off, which pretty much told me that this was for the manufacturer's website. I could have ordered it on Amazon. They sell it on Amazon for like $100. They sell it on their website for $180, but they're always running discount coupons. So the discount coupon they sent yesterday morning was for $95 off. So basically, I got it $15 cheaper than I could have ordered it from them on Amazon. So it'll probably come in next week, though. In the meantime, if any kids did come to my door, well, I was getting ready for a live stream. Actually, the interesting thing is I didn't hear many kids out either. Oh. Well, this isn't a door lock I was ordering, it was a doorbell. The actual part that goes, that you press on the outside and it makes the bell ring, and it's got cameras on it. The only thing about the smart versions of them is when they decide that they no longer want to connect to the internet or to your Wi-Fi, then, well, they're not even good paperweights at that point. Oh, Eric says it's snowing there. Well, we had a drastic weather change. It was like 80-some degrees yesterday. I think it topped out at 60 degrees today. There's a freeze warning for tonight. One of my neighbors who was actually handing out candy at the bottom of their driveway had one of those little portable fires. well, this little I guess patio pit fires that are portable. That told me all I needed to know. I don't know which of these screws I need to remove and which that I shouldn't remove. There's no disassembly instructions anywhere. I'm fully expecting to realize one of these screws is going to be a pain in the rear to get back in. Like, I think this one's got a nut on the other side. Oh, that one's gonna be fun. Okay, those four are holding the fan on. Oh, I bet this one and this one have to come out. Oh, why do I get the impression this is going to be one of those, like, nearly impossible to disassemble power supplies? Oh, sure enough. That one right there is a nut, and it's holding just a wire on. So this one doesn't need to come off. Like it's holding a ground screw or something. All right. Ooh. All right. So, ew. Oh yeah. Lovely. All right. Let me see if I can get these wires free. Hmm. All right. All right, I'm trying to get this free enough so I can show you what I see inside, but it's got some of that elastic that turns conductive in it. So here's problem number one. Problem number two is that it just really doesn't want to come apart, which is going to be a problem for repairing it. Will I be able to get it back in the case? Ah! That's going to be a good question. Alright. Well, let me cut the zip tie so I can pull the wires through the grommet. Because I don't have a grommet tool that'll remove this grommet. Ah, Will Jr. says, perhaps they removed the service warning sticker and instead made it very difficult to open. Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. Alright, so let's see, I'm caught up on that. And this. Almost there. There we go. Will it go back in the case? Hopefully so. Because it's a weird sized power supply. It'd be a shame if I couldn't put it back together. But to be fair, I realized fully getting it apart, I accidentally removed a nut and or something I shouldn't have. But yeah, this thing is like, this thing has that conductive glue all over it. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I see like that conductive glue like here, or I think that's the conductive glue. And here, and here. Although quite honestly, or is that rust or dirt or something? I don't know. Maybe it's just dirty inside. Well, the good news is there's no reefer cap in here. The bad news is there's something in here that's bothering me. No, I think it's that conductive glue they used on everything. Well, there's one way to find out. Interestingly enough, if it is that conductive glue, we didn't short anything out. All right. Well, it's not conductive, whatever it is. At least it's not conductive yet. Oh, that's me touching the probes together. I don't know what it is. All right, well, let's see here. Will it come off with isopropyl alcohol? No. Nope. Not coming off with isopropyl alcohol. Some of it is flaking off. Alright, the inside of this power supply is very dirty. That's for sure. Oh, here's the warning sticker. Caution. Hazard of electrical shock. Hazardous to life. Oh. Hazardous. Wait a minute. I can't read it upside down. Caution. Hazard of electric shock. Heatsink is live. Oh. Disconnect power supply before servicing. Oh yeah, that's exactly the kind of thing I like to see. Live heatsinks. No, not really. Ew. I bet this power supply has a leaking capacitor. I think I'm going to figure out what the size of this power supply is and see if I can find a replacement, because I don't know if I'll ever get this thing back together. Unfortunately, it's not one of those side toggle large AT supplies. I may just have to recap it. Ew. There's some of that more of that glue. Yeah, it's really dirty inside. There's something on the board that seems like something has leaked. Alright, well, that stuff is not conductive. Alright. Let me see if by chance I can test any of these capacitors in the circuit. Okay, that one's fine. That one's fine. So this is not guaranteed to work in circuit. Okay, that one's probably fine. I can test. I'm just gonna spot check them, see if they're. These do look like some of these are the better capacitors. Oh, you. All right. All right, that one's probably fun. One of them. Oh. Ooh. All right. Okay. So I see enough evidence on this power supply that tells me I should probably at least clean it very good. Yeah, it's going to need a thorough scrubbing with a toothbrush, probably. Might not hurt it to put it in the ultrasonic cleaner, honestly. I would like to know if this brown gunk is just like that dried up glue or what. That's certainly not coming off easily. Alright. Yeah, I think I'll probably put this through the ultrasonic cleaner. But I'd really like to get that glue off of it. At this point, problem is though, Now that I got this apart, it's gonna be a pain to get back together. Okay, whatever this brown stuff is, it does scrape off. So I guess we can come back to this. We'll scrape off the board. In case this is the glue that will turn conductive eventually. I probably do want to get it off the board. I'll probably recap this power supply because it's such a pain to get it apart. And I'm probably going to have to remove some of these caps to get this brown goo off the board. And if I'm going to remove them, I might as well replace them with new caps. Especially because this brown goo is on some of the caps. And I don't think it's going to come off very well. That, and I think some of these caps have leaked. I haven't caught the scent of fish yet, but I highly suspect that there's been a capacitor leak. All right, let me put the screws in bags so that I have a shot at getting it back together in an efficient manner. And we'll go to the other computer because it is in really rough shape. Let's just say that it has a it smells of cigarettes and slightly ammonia-y. All right. If we have time, I'll come back to this computer and see if I can't get some progress on. Yep. Cigarettes and urine, that's what it smells like. This one's just plain. This one was just dusty. All right, let me go get the other. Smoking mice. Yeah, someone should have told the mice and wherever this was stored that no smoking. Yeah, this one, as soon as I start cleaning it out, well, it's really why I decided to dress up as not Mike Rowe to clean computers. Because yeah, this one, I don't even want to breathe the dust that's in this one. Hey, but if Ryan is lurking, there's a Trident video chip in this one. And it has the original hard drive, too. Yeah, different era. This K-Max says different era, so smoke away then, yeah. So anyways, this is an Emerson Matrix 2000 computer. I haven't found anything on it either, other than apparently it came with a hard drive, a 5 1/4 and a 3.5 inch drive. I do think these are the original drives, or at least the original complement of drives. It is possible this floppy drive was replaced at some point, because it doesn't exactly match, but it could just be that this plastic is yellowed differently than the floppy drive plastic. I think the real test will be when I pull it out and see what brand it is. If they're both the same brand, then they might be original. It's got a Seagate, I think it's a 40 megabyte hard drive. This is an ST157A, so it should be IDE. It is a 286, 12 megahertz. So there's the math coprocessor socket right there. I think that's the 287 processor there. It appears to have 1 megabyte of RAM on board, I think. And it has 4 SIM sockets. And it has a Dallas clock chip, but at least it appears to be a socketed Dallas clock chip. Yeah, okay. Sloopy's correcting me. It's not IDE, it's ATA. Yes, it's an ATA hard drive. Because it's an ST157A-1. So anyways, this computer definitely had, when I first opened it, definitely had an odor about it. I have a feeling when I open this power supply, because it is like super dusty inside, that this is not a talking Emerson, as far as I know. I haven't powered it up. So, but I don't think it talks. But I could be wrong. But it does have Trident video on board. And it looks like I can upgrade the video RAM, because it's got probably 256K, and I can add another 256K. This power supply is going to need dusted out. If I do power this up, I'm pretty sure the fan is going to be grindy, noisy. These floppy drives are super dusty. This whole thing is like super dusty. So the first thing I'm going to do is like probably dust this thing out, because there's no sense me even powering this up in its current state. I see plenty of orange tantalum caps, so quite possibly we have something shorted. But anyways, I probably should at least give this a cursory clean before we try to power it up, because it's just kind of gross. I know the floppy drives are not going to. The floppy drive, this 5 1/4 inch drive has enough dust in it. It's not going to seek properly. I know that. So that's probably pretty much a given. I guess I could. I mean, I guess one thing I could do is K-Max says power up, we need sparks. Alright, well, let me check for blatant shorts. And then I'll power it up. If something's shorted, I won't power it up. But if it's currently not shorted, then we'll give it a try. I am going to test the power supply and the motherboard separately. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that one's fine. That one's fine. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's like 66. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. All right. Power supply is not shorted. Motherboard. Not shorted. Not shorted. That's not shorted. That's not shorted. Commons are shorted. All right. Okay, that's a common. I just wanted to make sure I had good contact. That's not shorted. All right, that's not shorted. That's not shorted. And okay. So it looks like we're good in terms of resistances. All right. I do not. Well. All right. We're just gonna full send this. Okay, let me plug in the power supply. Ah, good night, Frank S. All right. I will just note that I do have a coffee goal that goes through October, and oh wait, oh here we go. Had to figure out where to point. So right here, links in the description. If we have sparks, well, I'll probably be more wanting. I might need the tips for air freshener. Come on, phone. I gotta use my passcode. How quaint. All right. Okay, so power cord in, power supply switched to on, smart outlet is off, VGA cable in. Let's see, input should be VGA 1. However, I will leave it on this camera view, but I have. All right. All right, I will plug the keyboard in, but I'll leave it set to the side. All right, and fingers crossed. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, well. Power supply's dead. What a shock. Alright, well, alright. Well, in that case, I will, use the modern replacement. Luckily, this case... Oh, wait. Was there a power button on the front? No, that's reset. Nope. The power switch is on the back. Okay. So I guess the good news is... it's more of a standard size power supply, but the bad news is I'll have to find... if I have to replace this power supply, I gotta find one that doesn't have a front panel switch, or will otherwise have to bypass the switch. Alright. Oh. Oh, there we go. The hard drives... oh, I didn't plug in any drives. That would be why the hard drive didn't spin up. But the computer posted. The CMOS battery's dead. Alright, well, let me plug the drives in. After all, we must know if the Seagate drive is alive or dead. I'll ignore the floppy drives for the moment, because I'm hoping if this drive is alive, it'll boot. I'm hoping it'll boot. If it's alive. Alright, let's see. It spun up. Run setup. Control-Alt-Escape for setup. Oh, lovely. Alright, well, let's ignore that for now. Disk 1, huh. Alright. Oh. Good night, Frank. Gutbomb, you can't get new AT power supplies, but you can get used ones. Or I could get an ATX power supply and an adapter. But the supply in this case is a bit weird. Unless I'm overlooking a power button on the front that I haven't seen. Alright, I gotta figure out what drive type this Seagate drive is. Alright, it's 45 megabyte drive. So it should be 560 cylinders, 4 heads, and 26 sectors. or 1024.517. I'm presuming it'll be like built in. Nope, that's not it. There it is. 1024.517. Okay. All right. Let's see if it'll do anything. I tried saving. You know if there are any adapters I can hardwire a locking power button into? Yes, got bomb. You could actually use the adapter like I'm using here. It actually supports a locking power button. I just have a toggle switch connected to this, but you could it'll go onto the locking power button on the case. All right. CMOS RAM error, check battery run setup. Let me guess, I'm gonna have to replace this Dallas module before I can do anything. Lovely. Yeah. Bug me on Discord tomorrow. I actually, it's an adapter I got on Tindy, so. Alright. So the Dallas module is socketed, so I should just be able to, or I think it's socketed. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a socket, so I should just be able to pull it out. Although it's like partially below the hard drive, so it may not be. There we go. It's a Dallas 1287 real time. All right, let me find my. I've got a Dallas 1287 that I modified. Let me make sure the battery's still good. Yep, okay. Alright, let me see if I can plug this in. Alright, well, I will at least give Emerson Computer this. At least on this computer, they decided to socket the real-time clock module. Because that, so far, all of the other Emerson computers that I have that had a Dallas module, it was soldered to the motherboard, and I had to install my own socket. Alright. Okay, I think I got the module in. All right. Let's see if it likes the module. Okay, good. Okay, at least CMOS battery's good. Checksum's bad. All right, well, that's fine. Control Alt Escape for setup. I guess I should at least maybe change the time. So let's see here. Well, 10. Oh. 10. 31. 99, because I know it's... let's see, it's 20... 22... 16... Alright. Oops. Let's see. No, I don't have power to the diskette drive, so we'll skip those. Alright, so this was... Whoops. And 24, 5, 17. There we go. Disk type 41. Oh, okay. I think we have 384K of extended memory. F10 to record changes. F5 to confirm. At least the Trident video card seems to be working. Hard drive seeked. Enter select diskette and drive A. Press enter to continue installing DOS or escape to exit. That's weird. Okay. There is, wow. The reason why I'm looking here intently is I think we've got something, we may have something on this disk that needs to be archived, like, right away. Auto-exec .bat, auto-exec back, command com, iMouse, lawn, let's see, DOS, first, quick menu. I'm actually, yeah, no, this has software on it. Someone didn't format their drive. And this drive works! Wait a minute. Is this what I think it is? Hey! I think I just found the program someone's been looking for. It's the Emerson Quick Menu. Oh, this is cool. Oh, up, up, up. Oh, good. That didn't launch right. Didn't mean to do that. This is neat. Huh. Wait a minute. Is this Commander Keen? Goodbye Galaxy? Okay, well, this is definitely a Trident video card. There's the banding that shows up when you go to graphics modes. Oh. I should have set the, I should have set sound mode. I might have to just grab a, Oh! Is the PC speaker not working? Quite possibly. New game, normal. Wow, this is like so slow. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. When you got PC speaker, there's not... Well, wow, this is so slow. Was it really... Was Commander Keen really this slow on a 286? I guess I never played it on a 286. This is cool, though. This hard drive works. Which is good, because I don't want to admit how much I paid for this computer. It would... So... Yeah, I need to... I guess I need to back up this quick menu software. Oh. That's pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna have to find a way to archive that. Okay, we don't need to look at WordPerfect. Lotus, Quicken... First. I wonder what's in the first directory. I don't know what this is. First choice. Oh. Yeah, we don't need to be in that. It's got someone's personal data on it. Oh. Select menu. Select. Is there a command called select here? Sim City, yeah. I think it's weird that it's prompting to continue installing DOS. Alright, good night, Scarlet the Four-Eyed Cuda. I'm thinking well, other than this has ribbon cable. This is pretty cool, although this computer needs cleaned out, so I think there's no time like the present to clean this computer. I can see if the drives are even working. Alright. So that's pretty cool. The original drive works. It's got software on it. That Emerson quick menu, I'll have to copy off because I don't know if it's been archived. Oh, this goes with that other computer. All right, well, guess we'll all right. Guess there's no time like the present to start dusting this computer. All right, let me get this power supply out of the way. And I will commence trying to clean this computer. All right. And yes, it is this dirty. Oh, lovely. All right. Oh, hey, Adam. You missed the first computer worked, and then this computer, well, the power supply was dead. This one, like, is really dirty. Trying to get the floppy drives out. I just dusted it. Alright. Oh, I think this might be the same floppy mechanism, or very similar, that the first one had. So the B drive is the 3.5, and the A drive is the 5.25. Ah, yes. And there's more dust. Alright, well, at least the onboard RAM is Oki data chips, so we'll take a look in this power supply. See if there's any obvious reason why it's dead. Maybe the fuse is simply blown. Alright, let's look in these floppy drives. Yes, this one's got lots of dust. Let's take a look at the 5.25 first. Oh, it just started snowing where Adam is. Wow. take the shield off so I can get to the head and rails. Oh, yeah. Very, very dusty inside. Alright, at least there's no belt on this one. It's a direct drive model. But yeah, there's like dust everywhere inside it. Well, time to dust. Yeah, for this computer, though, I'm afraid some of the dust is things I don't want to think about. Alright. So I think I got all the dust out of the floppy drive. Cleaned the heads, cleaned the rails. I'm going to re-lubricate them here in a moment. As soon as the isopropyl flash is off. This computer had these wonderful fuzz balls in it. I think this drive will probably work. It's a Panasonic drive. There we go. Oh, what's that? Alright. Alright. That. Drop it. There we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, that should move freely now. I guess let me put the cover back on so I don't lose the parts. Alright, so I think that'll do it for that drive. Now, see, I think I'm going to have to remove this drive to be able to get the cover off. I think this might actually be the original drive because it's Panasonic brand, just like the 5 1/4. Just suspect the adapter that this is in yellowed differently. Because they're probably two different plastics. For all I know, it didn't exactly match from the factory. Oh yeah, there we go. Dust hatting out there. I think this cover just comes off. It's got like 2 little tabs, so... There's 1. And... 2. Oh, that's right. There's 2 screws on the back. Oh, lovely. All right. Dusting time. All right. Guess it's time we give these drives a spin. See if they do anything. All right. Actually, there's... Well, all right. We'll give these drives a go, and then we'll take a look at the original power supply and see if figure out why it's dead. Just first have to try to remember which is pin 1 on the floppy drive. I think it is that way. Oh, is there a key pin? No, of course there's not. Okay, there's that. And there's that. And here. Here. That. And that one. I'm not going to plug the hard drive in. Alright, motherboard power, floppy drives have power. It's that, and that. Oh. Oh, and oh, I will have to put the keyboard on. Hold, please. Alright. That's in. Okay. Alright, so let's see here. I think we go. I think that is the correct settings. All right. Oh. I didn't put the hard drive in. All right, let's see if this 5¼ inch drive boots this boot disk that was in the other computer. The boot disk that wants to do mode 3 times. There we go. We got an A drive. Oh. That was probably the bad disk that's been on my bench, because I should have thrown it away. All right. Oh, there we go. I just formatted a disk in the drive B. I booted from drive A. I think the floppy drives for this computer work. Yay. I just needed to clean and lubricate them. All right. Now, probably for the scariest thing yet on this computer, let's open up the original power supply. Hey, 1-bit. Let's open up the original power supply and see if it's obvious why it's failed. First, go grab the thing I knocked off my bench that Didn't really want to. Alright. These drives are clean now. I am fully expecting that this original power supply is probably filled with dust. Kim says, I want to turn everything into Linux. I don't ever want to see those rectangles ever again. Well, I can't run Linux on this computer. It's only a 286. Besides, its hard drive has a really cool menuing system on it. So maybe this computer doesn't talk, but it has a menu system. And I think it's the one that it would have shipped with. And besides, this one has a Trident video card too, so you know that they were really going for budget-friendly price. Alright, unlike the last power supply, this has a caution on it. Caution, do not remove this cover. Trained service people only, no serviceable components inside. Well, I'm certainly glad that I'm not Mike Rowe tonight, because, well, that means that I'm still going to proceed to open this thing up. One bit. Are Reefa explosion ready? And who said new Linux? Oh man, I don't really want to cut the original zip tie, but I think I'm going to have to get this power supply open. Yep, alright. Well, cut the original zip tie it is. Guess I voided my warranty. Ew. That's dust. Well, so far I don't see any reefas in here. There is a fuse. I'll have to check the fuse. But first I want to dust this thing out so I can actually see. Alright.
We'll just disregard this label and remove it.
Alright. Actually, got bummed. The only reason I'm able to stand my costume is it's 63 degrees in my basement. And I picked a more breathable pair of coveralls. These are I knew better than to wear Tyvek. Okay, this is plugged in. This power supply is live. I wanted to measure voltages. Alright, so I do have 124 volts going in. Okay. The fuse is good. I just checked that. There's no refa cap in here. Okay, the fan actually does attempt to turn if you turn it on. Let me check the DC voltages. Maybe this power supply is not actually dead. Alright, so... Oh, well, that's 1.6 volts on one rail and 2.26 volts on the other rail. Maybe I need to add... Let me load the power supply. Oh, hey, Thomas. Well, it's going decently well. The first computer worked. I needed to lubricate the floppy drive. Then I disassembled the power supply to inspect it. And, well, I don't know how I'm going to be able to get it back together, but I'm going to recap it because it's going to be that much trouble to get back together. This one, the second computer, very dirty. The power supply is dead, and I'm trying to figure out why. Alright, so just plugged in 2 hard drives for some load. they did spin up. And now we have 5 volts and 11.16 volts. The 12-volt rail is low. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 12-volt rail's really low. Oh, the fan in the power supply is spinning. Maybe I need more load. Maybe I don't have enough load. Let me see what the minimum, if there's a minimum load on the power supply. Okay, it does not list the minimum load. Let me see if I can find another thing to plug into it. That's not enough of a load. Oh, here we go. Alright. Since I at least know that it's mostly working, I'll plug in a hard drive here. A tested working hard drive. Oh. All right. Ah, 11.87 volts. Okay. This power supply's working. I mean, other than the fact the fan is like really dirty, this power supply's working. I wonder if the fan had... I wonder if the fan was, the motor in the fan was stalling and maybe short circuit protection was kicking in. I should try this on the actual computer again. It actually it's an Arch power supply, so it's actually not a bad brand. Oh. Yeah, I fixed it. I'm tempted to replace the fan. Alright, I think I'll... Alright, let me remove the fan and see if I... Because actually the thing is, this fan is not noisy. So let me see if I can get this fan out and maybe get the rest of the dust cleaned out of it. If so, then I don't need to replace the fan. Which means I have a Noctua for another project. Now there is a little bit of rust on this power supply on the back. But I'll deal with it. It's not too bad. It's like... Oh yeah, there you go. That's gross. Alright. That is why I'm not Mike Rowe tonight, because it's a dirty job and someone's got to do it.
Yeah. Well, I told you I smelled nicotine on this computer. Oh, yeah. That's why I brushed it out first. Alright, let's, alright, carefully test. I'm giving a few moments for the dust to settle. Alright. Alright, that should... interesting. Ah.
It doesn't like the load one of the drives is presenting. I'll have to figure out which one. Okay. Probably the hard drive. Nope, not the hard drive. Alright, what about the 3.5-inch floppy? Nope. It's not the 3.5-inch floppy. Alright, what about the 5.25? Okay, that's just weird. You know, I bet there's a, Oh, I should probably plug the keyboard in. I bet the power supply needs recapped. I bet the capacitor that starts the switching power supply is... Or some capacitor's probably failing. And I have a feeling it's turning it on and off a couple times. That's what gets it to start. So I bet if I turn it off and let it set, it'll probably not turn on the first time. Anyways, there we go. That's the DOS that's on the hard drive. Yeah, weak caps. There are differences between that power supply and this case. Mainly that this case does not have a front power button, so I need a power supply that only uses the switch on the back. Or I'll have to rig one. I mean, it would be easier to rig this supply than a supply for this case than some others. I'm not going to deal with that tonight because we're verging up on November 1st. But yeah, that's the thing. It's hard to tell, perhaps, but if you'll note, there's no actually I think with the top off you can see there's no lead that runs out of the supply. So that's what I would be replacing. So I bet if I turn this off and let this sit for a moment. Yeah, I think Jesse's got it. Weak caps, probably. All right, let me let that sit for a moment while I go take the screw over to the computer to actually go with it. Almost perfect for an ATX conversion, yes, almost. But the problem is there's no external power button, so... I'd need an ATX power supply that had an external switch. Also, I'm not totally convinced that's not a slightly smaller power supply, but things I can tackle later. Because I guess with an ATX power supply, I could just rig it to turn on as soon as the back switch was flipped. Unfortunately, this is like a small case, so I'd have not a lot of room for the adapter board. Although I think I may have the perfect ATX power supply. I'll have to see if it has a switch on it though. Because I recently acquired an ATX power supply that has -5 volts in it. Unfortunately, there's just not a lot of room in this case, so it will make it harder to retrofit, but not impossible. Alright, let's see. Will this power up? Of course it powered up. You know, it's possible I didn't have the power connector pushed in. Oh, I guess there's no part command for this hard drive. Okay, well, that's cool. That's the Emerson Matrix 2000 with onboard Trident graphics. I'm almost tempted to try something here. Alright, let me see if I can find it. So I have a math coprocessor that I had bought for my talking Emerson computer, but its BIOS doesn't like it. It doesn't like it at all, because it's not just a standard 8287, and apparently its BIOS checks. It did a check and it'll actually give you an error. So anyways, it's a 8287 XL. Now, I'm curious if this computer, and I just moved the jumper that I think is the NPU enable. So let's see what it does here. Alright, let me go. Thomas's granddaughter has like 10 pounds of candy. Wow. Yeah, I don't really like DOS 4.01, but whatever. You know, I don't know if I have enabled the floating point unit or not. I'd have to run check it. Let's see here. Didn't by chance have check it installed, did it? Nope. Of course not. But we have enough free space to install check it, so I'm going to install check it here real quick. All right. So let me Let's swap out the 3.5-inch drive for a GoTech here real quick. All right. Thomas says, we'll find out tomorrow at school how much is hidden in her backpack. All right. Well, no fireworks here tonight. Knock on metal workbench. I think one of the LEDs on the case is broken. Alright, well, this does a virus scan. Let me see what the 3 LEDs are supposed to be. And the power LED is definitely broken. It's not illuminated. And I think the hard drive LED is also broken. Nope, hard drive LED works. It's just the power LED. Oh wait, there we go. Oh. No, it works. It's just really finicky about the position in the socket that it is in. So, alright. The one bit says, speaking of DOS, the ExoDOS V6 was just released tonight, less than an hour ago. Uh-oh. Unrecognized error writing to file. Try again, yeah. Oh, I think the hard drive has a bad sector. You'll need around 1 terabyte to get it all. Well, I don't think I'll be putting it on this 42 megabyte hard drive. Oh no. Alright, well, this calls for booting Alright. Thomas, I have 6 megabytes free on the disk. I should have enough room to install Check It. Oh, okay. Fine. Guess I'll have to install the Gotekka's Drive A. Alright. So I can boot DOS 6 so I can run ScanDisk. Might actually have to install some RAM in here too. Oh, thanks, Dave. Yes, I'm not Mike Rowe. And this is not actually Dirty Jobs, but believe it or not, I've gotten dirt on my coveralls. I'll have to delete the partial Check It install. I think the hard drive could use some defragmentation. Yep, we'll close out the stream here with the surface scan. And hopefully it'll... Ah! Dave will have to send me the leftover Halloween candy. Oh, Thomas's Pizza's there. I would say save me a slice, but it would be, I don't think it would make it to the post office to send to me, and it wouldn't be that great by the time it got here. Well, we'll see. We'll see what the disk scan comes up with. Maybe I'll still be able to install Check It to run a quick test on this computer. Although, not to fear for my Emerson 500 EC that I wanted to put this 287XL in, I bought another math coprocessor that is supposedly as fast as the 287XL, but I'm hoping it looks like a 287 to the computer, because apparently the Emerson 500 EC, its BIOS is doesn't like it when you put a 287XL in the motherboard. You get a FPU register error during post. Yeah, even FedEx Express could not get it there fresh. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, Adam, I was trying to install Check It on this original hard drive just so I could run some utilities, and Check It wasn't copying. I was getting a write or some sort of error. I thought it was a write error. Maybe I misread the screen. It is getting late. I may very well have misread the screen. Ah, lost my internet connection there for a moment. I hope I'm back. Y'all didn't miss anything. It hasn't found any bad sectors. Huh. Alright, well, let's see here. Oh. Oops. Alright, if anyone was wondering why in the world I was having trouble typing asterisk, it's a German keyboard I'm using. So, you don't type the character that it shows on the key. You type the character that would normally be on the key on the US keyboard. Because it'd take me too long to figure out how to change the key map for this computer. Alright. Alright. Let's see if it'll install now. Now that the Gotek's on drive A, maybe it'll install better. Alright. Would like to run Check It real quick. Let's see here. Install checkit files. Install to fixed drive. Interesting. You know, I bet the checkit installer doesn't like running from a B drive. I bet that was the entire problem. Yeah, it's installing. Either that or running ScanDisk let the hard drive plow through whatever problem it was having. It's also possible that fixed it, just letting it scan the disk. Or I selected the wrong disk for disk 2. That is also possible. I am looking at the Gotek screen sideways. Alright. Should be about installed. There we go. Oh, disk with batch file. Let's see, I think that means it wants that right there. Oh, it already changed directories for me. Oh no. You know the serial number. Okay. Sees the math code processor. That's good. There we go. That's better. Okay. Looks like the floating point processor I installed is working. Run a quick memory test here. Yeah, it looks like this computer's working. Now, I'd probably need to install, run a different program to actually see how much faster the floating point processor is. It is a 287XL, so it should be faster than a 287, but... Alright, at least the RAM passed a quick test. And we'll run a quick hard drive test here. It's just going to do reads, but... Yeah, I'll have to get some 1 megabyte sims for this computer. I think I might be able to get away with non-parity sims because their onboard RAM is not parity. So apparently, despite the fact that a lot of like 286 and 386 and even 486 computers had parity, This one does not. That tells me this was definitely a consumer-oriented PC. But yeah, it works. So anyways, I think with that, I think it's time to close the stream down. So, once again, I'm not Mike Rowe. This isn't actually Dirty Jobs. But these two computers were certainly dirty jobs, especially the second one with the nicotine-crusted fan, especially. Yes, my workbench is actually a mess. I am going to have a dirty job ahead of me to clean my workbench up before Thursday's live stream. Yeah, I can't be Mike Rowe. I'm too clean. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Jack68K says, oh, I guess all good things must come to an end. Yeah, this stream's got to come to an end. There were no sparks, no smoke, but I certainly wasn't going to rub whatever dirt was on this computer on me. So yeah, I've unfortunately, in terms of Mike Rowe, I'm not dirty at the end of it. Although there is dirt on my coveralls, it's just hard to see. Yeah. Yeah, I probably shouldn't remove that pole right there because that's holding the house up. So yeah, oh hey, SadMac 356. Anyways, so this has been a great stream. And unfortunately, Thursday's live stream, no costumes. In fact, what was the topic of Thursday's live stream? You would think I would remember. Oh, that's right. Yes, apparently it is now Packvember. At least in the Eastern time zone and time zones before now. So yes, welcome to Packvember. Even though this wasn't a Packvember live stream. So I am Thursday going to right a wrong to my Packard Bell Force 422 that's actually sitting right behind me. And I am going to fix the fact that instead of a power switch, it has hot glue. So, yeah, Jack16K says, Packvember sounds fake, like not a real thing. Yeah. They've got a graphic and everything, so it must be real. So, oh. So yeah, but yeah, Packvember, gonna try to fix the fact that it has no power switch. It could be interesting. I could find unpleasant surprises. I might figure out why they put hot glue in place of the original power button. Yeah, no. I'm not going to go all in on Packvember. I'm going to have, hopefully, just the one Packvember live stream. I did, though, buy the parts on Facebook Marketplace to fix it, so I might as well put them to use. Although, in reality, I might bring back the Mike Rowe costume because so this computer was gross, but the Packard Bell I bought for parts that I stripped the parts out of, it was actually grosser, not because it was full of nicotine dust, but because it looks like there'd been a mouse nest in it. It was really gross. But anyways, yeah. No, I want to get the Packard Bell back up and running because it is a computer from my history. Not this exact one, but we had a Packard Bell briefly back in the day. It got returned to Sears because we bought the extended warranty that covered physical damage. Dad rammed his knee into the CD-ROM drive tray, which broke it. It was a tower on the floor. I think the desk we had at the time wasn't big enough for the tower to be on the desk. Or something. Anyways, we called the extended warranty company several times. They kept saying they'd send someone out. They never did. So we returned the computer to Sears under their satisfaction guarantee or your money back. And the store manager, yeah, I think they brought the store manager out, or at least the assistant manager, and because we were trying to return a computer, and Dad pointed to the sign that was right behind him, said satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. And well, it was the point in Sears' history where they actually did give us our money back on a computer, and we'd had it for like 3 or 4 months. So yeah. Yes, and I do hope everything goes well with Ron's mom. Apparently Ron was going to stream, but had to take his mom to the hospital, so that's all I know. Ron, if you're listening later, hope everything goes well. Anyways, it is getting late. I would like to get out of this costume, not because I'm sweltering, but because it is just uncomfortable. I would prefer not to do what Mike Rowe does whenever he wears these disposable coveralls and inevitably destroys the first pair of them. I already did that Sunday, because after all, I might need them for painting the basement if I can manage to do it before it gets way too cold. I may have already missed my window this year. Anyways, alright, let me make sure I got the... Okay, if anyone's curious, the hard drive test is almost finished. I think we'll go to this to show that the hard drive test passed. That'll be a good way to show that, yep, this computer is working good. So here we go. It's almost done. Anyways, I'll go for, yep. Got everything ready to close the stream out. Just as soon as we see the random read finish. I might need to give this computer a second dusting. Or I'm smelling the nicotine as the computer warms up. I might ultrasonically clean that power supply. Oh, there we go. We've got our pass. All right, with that, I'd like to wish everyone a great rest of your evening. For those of you that are still in Halloween and potentially still have kids out, be safe. Be cognizant that there are kids out. I think there are at least a few more time zones left. So if you have to go out, yeah, be careful driving. Stay safe. Take care. Hope to see you Thursday night for the Packvember stream. Have a great rest of your evening, and God bless. Computerized Start is brought to you by my awesome patrons on Patreon, and by your tips and memberships on Ko-fi. These and other channel supporters make my live streams possible. You too can become a channel supporter with tiers starting at just $1. Don't forget to smash that like button. And if you've liked what you've seen, subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss the next video or live stream. And as always, thank you for all your support. I hope to see you next time. And until then, take care.